Not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. Mom.
Hey, cool moms. It's me. I'm back. And this week has been... This week has been that. It's been really interesting this week. I remember talking to my friend and telling her, I don't think I have ever been this productive and this focused, and I am exhausted because I don't think this is my natural state of being. I posted something in Close Friends the other day about I've become important at work and it's really ruining my life. And I think that is the culmination of my week. I have taken on so much responsibility, and I love that because I like when people need me. Yeah, that's the truth. I like when people need me, but I don't like being needed. So I've had to show up quite a bit this week. And in the midst of that, in the midst of getting ready, I also had the realization that it is back to school. And I also, if you don't follow at Hey Cool Moms, I realized that I was completely unprepared for back to school time. I did not have a book bag. I didn't have the first day of school fit. I didn't even go grocery shopping because I have been living my life as a bachelor this entire summer. Shout out to folks who co-parent or just send your children away for the summer. It is fantastic. I highly recommend, 10 out of 10. My son has been gone for weeks, and I've been doing anything. I've been eating potatoes by themselves for dinner. I've just been fucking off. And I really love that, except for at work, apparently. I'm not fucking off at work, but I'm fucking off at home. So I decided that the day of Cool Moms on this Lionsgate portal, that I would go to IKEA, go to Whole Foods, do my laundry, clean, and then get ready for this and be fab. So I've had a really, really, really full day just to start. And in terms of my week, though, I did slow down just a bit before I cranked up. I went on a date. I went on a date with myself. It was a solo date. I have been so I've been saying this thing where I'm like, I'm going to decenter men because I heard it on TikTok and it sounded like a good idea. It didn't sound wrong. And so I've been trying to do that. And part of that was intentionally spending time the way that I like to spend time. I think a lot of folks who your work can also very much get blended with your identity. Forget that you should just do stuff. You should just be chill or be leisurely. And so I leisurely went to the movies in the middle of the day to go see a scary movie with a bunch of other people who were by themselves. And it was really cute. I made up stories about why they were here, what their lives were like, what they were doing afterward. And I honestly had a really, really, really fantastic time. Something I noticed about being alone, I like to cry when I'm alone. Things just emotionally move me. So in the movie, I cried. I don't know if I should say the movie. Should I say the movie? Yeah. Okay. I saw The Quiet Place. So I love a scary movie. I love a thriller. I really was enjoying the movie until we got to this Black woman saving white people throughout the film. And I was like, damn, it kind of took a weird turn. Damn. It felt very Harriet Tubman. It felt very Harriet Tubman. So that kind of ruined it for me. But there was a quality and I think a message in the movie about human connection and this desire that we all feel to want to be close and feel connected. And then it moved me to tears in this little thriller movie. So I was feeling that. I also cried today in Whole Foods because I was just, honestly, it was that I got moved by buying my son snacks for school. I realized how long he had been gone and how much I actually missed him and how much, however it may sound to say that, and this is really self-judgment, how much I really enjoy the routine of motherhood and taking him to school and packing his lunch, and that those moments I have really missed, even though I have been young and wild and free this summer and feeling very abundant. My braids are fuzzy and my heart is full and my bank account looks great. And so I'm really feeling it for all of those things. But I'm also really, really, really excited to get back to being a mom. And I think that I appreciate that. And so with that, I'm really excited to welcome an incredible mother, a new mom, a serial entrepreneur, an absolute fucking TikTok it girl, a self-proclaimed Nepo baby. I love that so much. Welcome to Cool Moms, Akilah Releford-Gould.
Hi. So excited to be here.
Hi, Akilah.
Hi.
So we'll get kicked off with our inaugural question. I ask everyone because it's the most important question that I will ask you today. And that is, what is your sign and what does that mean to you?
Oh, okay.
And if you're really into it, what's your big three?
Oh, Leo, Sun, Capricorn, Rising, Virgo, Moon.
Yes.
Can I say my daughters?
Please.
Aquarius, Sun, Sagittarius, Rising, Virgo, Moon.
Okay.
That's star energy, right? Okay.
Okay.
It's giving momager.
Momager.
Yeah.
Your momager, your daughter, a jur. But honestly, the double earth sign is like such a beautiful combination with being a Leo.
My sister says it makes me boring.
No.
Okay.
It makes you get to it. Like everyone needs an earth sign in their life.
Yeah.
Because you need people that are ready to get to it and get it done.
Yeah.
And that adds up. But then the Leo is like, I'm here and let me tell you all about it.
No, my Capricorn rising is like whatever resting bitch face I probably had sitting in the corner.
Understood.
There, but now my Leo.
The lights are on.
Yeah.
The camera's on. She's ready. Okay, amazing. So I'm really excited to chat with you because Akilah and I met kind of randomly, I guess, at a brand dinner many years ago before you were a mom.
Yeah.
And I don't think the brand is even a thing anymore, so it doesn't matter.
No.
No.
I thought about that sitting there. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but we're still here. And we were one of a handful of Black women, and I don't know if we sat next to each other or if we were seated next to each other at this dinner. Maybe
I think it was seated.
Okay, yeah. Well, they put us together.
Yeah.
Of course. And so we started chatting, and Akilah was like, yeah, I went to Howard. And I was like, me too. And then you told me the year you graduated, and I was like, wow, I am getting wiser in my age. We are of different generations, but I'm excited because you're Gen Z.
I'm like elder Gen Z, like the very last year.
Okay.
Literally.
I have never heard that. I have never heard elder Gen Z, but I love that. I appreciate, and then you get the best of both worlds. You get like the sensibility and get-to-itness of a millennial.
Yeah.
And the like expansive thought of a Gen Z.
I can communicate with Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
You can translate for us. So one of the things, and we're going to go around the world and back again, but I think about this often because I've told this story. When I think of you, we were sitting next to each other and we were chatting about dating. Obviously, this is before Akilah got married.
Yeah.
And I won't be specific, but she was telling me how she got on this dating app and that you flew out to Vegas for a first date.
I did.
Yeah, I remember that.
I did.
Because I remember thinking, this girl gets it. Like, I need to take notes from the younger generation because a first date getting flown out is
That's
the way
where
to
the
go.
Leo sun meets the Capricorn rising.
Precisely.
Like, let's have fun, but like, let's be serious about our choices here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and the dating apps have been very fruitful for you, I would say.
Yeah, no. Yes, because I met my husband on an app, so absolutely. But I feel like I've encountered some craziness on the apps too. But I feel like there's craziness on a lot of dating apps.
On all of them.
Yeah, on all of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I only connect with crazy men or married men.
Yeah.
On dating. And I don't know they're married. I Google them and then I find out that they're married.
That's, you just have to Google. They never share.
And I'm also like, why are you talking to me and your wedding was literally like a viral wedding? It was last year, sir. I see it all. So since I think the last time we actually saw one another to now, so many things in your life have changed. I would love to know kind of where were you at? Let's start like pandemic.
Okay.
Because that's when I really started seeing also content coming from you.
Yeah.
Can you take us back to pandemic time and what did career look like for you and what did you think life would be like at that point?
I was doing my skincare line full time. I started my skincare line in my dorm room at Howard University. And it was going great. And we were in retail and e-com was good. And I don't know why I thought that, okay, this pandemic is coming and it's going to affect my business in a way that we may have to stop operating, or I may have to like take a step back, even like logistics wise, I may have to stop, but it was our best year yet. So,
Because the girls cared about skincare because we were at home.
yeah, the girls cared about skincare.
Yeah.
And then we like were met with one of the largest social justice movements
That's right.
in our lifetime. So
That's
it
right.
was that combined with everyone's at home, everyone's online, everyone's all into self-care. Like I was making banana bread, I was making all the breads.
You were making challah
And
bread.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, never like bought yeast ever in the grocery store, and like now I'm making challah, now I'm making banana bread. So it was just really unexpected, and I know that COVID and the social justice movement was extremely hard for a lot of people, and I didn't expect it to be in this weird way the perfect storm for many Black-owned businesses, especially online.
Yeah.
Black-owned businesses.
So your cosmetic line is Mary Louise Cosmetics.
Yes.
And that was after your grandmother.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about where your relationship with beauty started?
My relationship with beauty started really watching my mom like sit in front of her vanity, taking off her makeup, putting on her, like doing her routine. She's so glamorous. She's so fabulous. I like to compare her to like Claire Huxtable. Like that is exactly who she is. And I just was like in awe of just watching her, I guess. And it didn't really have to do anything with like the products she was using. It was about the routine and the ritual and like how much she took pride in putting herself first at the end of the day and how much pride she took in making herself look presentable in her definition of what presentable looked like for herself and teaching that to me and my sister. So that was really my first introduction with self-care, self-hygiene, beauty and beauty products is from my mom. And Mary is my maternal grandmother. Louise is paternal, and that's my middle name too. So I thought that Mary Louise was a really fun way to shine light on older beauty rituals of the past and reviving them in a new, fun, fresh way for the next generation, and kind of a nod to my grandmothers.
The beauties that came before you.
Exactly.
I love that. When you say, because when people say, I started this thing in my dorm room, I started this business, its inception was in college, what does that look like? Because I always get a visual of like,
Mark Zuckerberg
no,
and Facebook.
but kind of. I like imagine you and like, were you did you live on campus?
Yeah, I was in the quad.
Okay. You know, I was bougie. I thought I was. So I lived in the annex. I was like,
Were you?
I could not do a shared
jealous.
shower. Yeah.
No, I'm jealous.
You were.
Yeah.
But I imagine you in your dorm with like concoctions and mixing and like taking formulas to like chemistry class. Like what does that mean? What does that look like starting a business in college?
So I was making products for myself, for my eczema. So I would make like oatmeal masks just for myself. And like this is when like peak YouTube videos were a thing where like everyone was doing a natural hair care video, makeup tutorial. Like when YouTube was like TV. Like you don't turn on the TV to like eat your meal, you like watch a YouTube video to eat your food. So I took that hobby to college and was just doing that in my dorm room. Shared kind of products with the girls on my floor. I didn't know that was called a focus group. At the time for products, and they suggested I put them online. So that winter break, I sat down at the table with my dad and I kind of let them know what girls were asking for. They were asking for something to fix acne scars, hyperpigmentation, dark spots. So that's how we came up with Miracle Serum. That's still our bestseller today. So there wasn't as much mixing in the dorm room. I kind of worked on that during breaks in school. So spring break, Thanksgiving, Christmas break. And then that summer, I decided to just take a semester off from school and have yet to go back to school.
I love it. So are you a Howard graduate that didn't graduate?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I lie about it.
I do too. If someone says, "Oh, what year did you graduate?" If I don't want to like get into it, I'll just say the year because it's my year still.
It's my year, and I did graduate because I graduated into life.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
So I just.
The best people didn't graduate. We got what we needed.
Yeah.
And we got out.
I still claim like being a Howard alumni though.
1,000%. I just ordered a hoodie. Because I was like, let me let people know.
Yeah.
I am proud of this thing. But yeah, that's a lesson in knowing when to walk away.
Yeah.
Knowing when you've learned the lesson and on to the next. So what did that summer off / lifetime off, how did it translate from I'm making products for myself, I have this focus group, to the point of it's packaged and now I'm in Ulta?
Not yet.
Okay. Wait, was
TBD. We did Macy's online. We did like 600 JCPenney stores.
Yes.
We did JCPenney online and then Macy's online and then 13 Loon. So now we're kind of redoing some new products, giving the brand a refresh to move into another like forever home retail space. So
we're speaking Ulta.
We'll see end of this year.
Okay.
Q1 next year.
Yeah, something's bubbling.
Something's bubbling.
It's the Lionsgate portal.
I won't ruin the surprise.
No, totally.
Okay.
I love that. We'll see. It'll be out. You can get on the shelves.
Yeah.
Well, so I was excited because I saw the things happening over COVID, and I was like, and I remember telling my best friend who is a partner at a med spa, and I was like, watch this girl. This girl, like this girl has got it. So we have Mary Louise Cosmetics. Let's back up now because you also come from a family of really smart, accomplished entrepreneurs. I know your father is a doctor. He's also a farmer.
He's a doctor. He's a farmer. He runs a really, really cool biotech company and is just really all over the place with like his passion projects, including the farm and the winery.
So what are some of the lessons that you have gleaned from him that either he has directly taught you or that you've just learned being in his presence as it relates to being an entrepreneur and going after your passions?
My dad is probably like one of the most extreme people I know. Like he's up at 4:30 to 5 every single morning, working out every single day. Because
dad is fit.
He's
respectfully
fit.
Yeah.
He's pretty ripped for like to be like 64 years old.
You should Google him.
Like no sugar, no carbs. Like he's really about Yeah. I'm surprised he's not a Capricorn, actually.
Same. What's his sign?
He's a Pisces.
Oh.
Surprising, right?
Shocking.
I know.
That's a nasty sign for a man. God is at work.
It's a great sign for a girl dad. Okay. I will say that. It's a good girl dad sign because I feel like it's emotional in all the things that maybe like a Sagittarius mom, my mom is Sagittarius. Don't even ask me how they're compatible. It has to be like their big three has to be working in some weird way.
Yes.
But it works.
Yes.
And they're great. But he's taught me just like, honestly, like work ethic is the biggest thing. And like nothing's off the table. So I think growing up hearing, like saying what I want to do and never even like in our household, like we don't believe in no. We don't believe in it, not in a way that's like entitled and gross, but in a way that's like you can do absolutely anything you want to do in this life if you work hard and to achieve it. So to hear that really built up my confidence. as a young person, as an entrepreneur, as a founder, especially hearing that from parents, makes you feel like you can like take over the world. So I really feel hearing those words instill a lot as far as what I feel like I can do as a founder.
Yeah. And so I love to hear this, like, that he's like an amazing girl dad, and he's this entrepreneur and boss. I mean, if you look at Akilah's social media, she is being, I said a daughter-ager because you also are your father's manager. Is that a real thing?
No, that's not a real thing. It's just me being like a Leo eldest daughter. Like I'm not his manager. He has his own team. I just like insert myself where I feel like things can be done.
Yes.
And plus it's like a fun way to show or to make content around the things that I'm doing with my dad, which 100%. Are true. I'm like generally doing stuff with him, but I think like narrating it a certain way is fun.
Yes. Let's talk about storytelling.
Okay.
Let's talk about narrating.
Okay.
Because there's many things to admire about you, but I love your TikTok. For me, I saw it really kick up getting like wedding ready.
Yeah.
I said, oh, this girl's got it. Once again, she is doing all of the wedding content, getting people locked in. And that's when I saw the numbers started doing numbers. When was the moment that you felt like the digital storytelling was translated to some form of success? And what did success mean in that way?
Probably when a bunch of girls like ambushed my husband in New York, like randomly, and were like, "Are you Akilah's husband?" That to me was so cool.
I did that.
Did you?
I did that to your husband.
Did you?
Oh my God, where did I ran into him in Whole Foods downtown.
Stop. Oh my God, he told me.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. And I was like, I don't want to be weird.
This must have been like COVID
years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, this was years ago, but I did. I couldn't help it.
Oh
I stopped him and was like, "You're Akilah's husband." Good for him. He gets to be somebody's husband.
Yeah.
I love that.
So when I like what I mean by that is like I'm like, oh, this is like a thing. Like I have a community of people who are really engaged with the content. So for me, it wasn't like a brand deal that I thought was cool or an amount of followers. It's like real interactions of people, or like someone messaged me like, "Oh, is your dad the guy wearing the cowboy hat?" Like, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's his thing now." Is like always going the cowboy hat. So it's just like meeting the community in real life is really fun.
And I think this is a good point to kind of land on, because this word community it's in the ether, right?
Yeah.
We are constantly talking about community. What does community mean to you, and what has that meant in terms of someone who is building business?
I think it's everything. And I feel like a lot of people obsess over how large the community is if they see like a certain number on Instagram. But I feel like it's just really how engaged the followers are, how they're talking about you outside of social platforms, how much they're sharing about you online. And so I think it's everything, especially if you're wanting to build a brand or sell a product. Community is everything. People care more about who the founder is of a brand more so than like if the product is great. Like they'll stop supporting if they don't like the founder or don't feel close to the founder.
That's so true. Do you think that is the trajectory of business now? Is it important to have a successful business to have a front-facing founder?
I think so. I feel like now especially with like the advancements in technology and AI, I feel like people in a way are yearning for more connection that they can verify that's authentic as well. And that means like a real founder. That means like doing things like this where we're like looking face to face and engaging with another. So I think now more than ever, it's kind of ironic. Like the more like we advance technologically, especially with social media and things like AI, the more like it's important to become like a forward-facing founder with your brand.
People want to like, you want to shake hands and kiss the baby.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do that more now. You're right, than ever. Well, I think that also speaks to the fact that we are deeply seeking human connection. The more and more we have these tools to access everything, nothing replaces what it means to like be like, hey, Akilah's husband, hi. It's,
Yeah.
You don't know me, but I just want to say hi because I've built this parasocial connection with you on the internet. Do you ever think that TikTok, the internet, won't be integral to the businesses that you're currently building? Like, and I say that specifically because I see that you are now like moving into events, right? You're moving into these community activations. Are they meaningful if we don't see them on social?
Yes. Because people will leave the events telling other people like an amazing time that they had, which is already happening now. So I think TikTok and social and Instagram is just like a tool to amplify what we're doing, but nothing will compare to like actually being down and sitting next to someone and meeting with someone and then sharing an amazing time that you had at like a beautiful property. So TikTok, Instagram, a tool, but nothing will ever compare to a real experience.
I've also noticed when we're talking about the internet, this is very internet heavy, but it's also incredibly important. You are one of the people that decide to not put your baby on the internet.
Yeah.
Tell me about that decision. When you see the photos and it's like cute photo and then there's the heart over the baby's face and you're like,
That's
girl,
me.
let me see that baby.
That's me.
What was your decision process like?
Like, I feel that now that my following is slowly growing and I'm creating more content and I'm just out there more. I think that, well, for one, like the blogs, I'm in the blogs now.
Tell me,
That's so insane to me.
Not the blogs talking. What
My
are the
husband
blogs
says
saying?
it's like a rite of passage though, right?
Actually, no, you're right. Because when I was Googling you, getting ready for this, I saw, it was like, what do Akilah's parents do? Who is Akilah's husband? On Reddit.
I have a Reddit thread.
There is a Reddit thread.
Stop.
I said, go off for the Reddit
Stop,
thread.
do I? I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not even going to read it.
I didn't look at the replies, but I had a good giggle about it.
Okay.
See, for me, back in the day, for me, I remember I found myself on Lipstick Alley.
Stop, I'm on there. So I've heard. I can't, here's my thing. I cannot do deep dives. I cannot bring myself to do deep dives because as long as I know that it's there, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the Leo in me, the Capricorn rising in me is like, but the Leo's in me like, they're talking about me.
Yeah. If they're not
like,
talking,
and
it
I don't
matter.
even care how they're talking about me.
Yeah.
It's just like, someone's talking about me.
Somebody cared enough to make a thread.
Someone took enough time out of their day when they should have been clocked in, working on the job, on Lipstick Alley talking about moi. Flattered. Love it.
I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
I love that for you. I think a lot of the fodder also, yes, is around your marriage because, and I know that there is like perception and reality, but there is so much of your life that can be coveted, for lack of a better word, that is aspirational, that is beautiful, that people desire. I mean, Akilah is here with Susan. Can you please?
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's introduce Susan.
Stop.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Take your time. Yep.
This is Susan.
Everyone say hi. No. Everybody say hi to Susan. Everybody say hi to Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
It's her bedtime. She's not even supposed to be out right now.
She's resting.
She's not even supposed to be out right now.
It's cash.
Yeah.
So I am. I love that because we were talking about that before. I was like, go off. You didn't let Susan leave your site, and I wouldn't either.
I don't do that with any purse, though.
Period.
I don't care if I'm carrying a Ralph's brown bag. If my stuff is in there, like, it's sitting with me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, like, you see, like, I've seen, like, artists and female rappers, like, take their purse on stage and perform on stage. That's
you
me.
are her.
I would do that.
You are her.
That's cute, though.
It's very cute. And it's very, like, no matter what, I'm not trusting y'all. And I love that. But on a different note, I am saying, because we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Lucky Girl Rosé. Yeah, everyone here is sipping Lucky Girl Rosé. You have started your own rosé brand.
Yay. Yay, thank you.
Not only have you started your own rosé, but you started from your family's vineyard. I mean, it's kind of a massive flex. I no, honestly, Akilah, I live for you. I gag every time she posts because I'm like, the girls love it. Tell me about why you decided to start your own rosé, aside from the fact that you had the access to the vineyard, but what did it mean to actually start your own brand?
I was looking to kind of dive into some type of branding that was not skincare related and something that could align with my personal branding or something that could reflect, I guess, the content that I was putting out through Instagram and TikTok, and something fun, something lighthearted, something with a cute name.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, we can totally do something with wine, so why not make a fun... And this was nothing that I had the intention of starting like a real wine business. This was something that I was just going to do for hosting that we did, something with my friends, family, like gifting I thought would be cute. But I think like the response so far has been really fun.
Going off.
It's like, I'm like, okay. Okay, so it's been such a fun experience. I am not a winemaker at all. I'm not a sommelier. I am not. I've just been having the best time being involved in the family business and learning so much over the last 18 months from the winemaker who's on the property, and just being there in Ojai and learning so much about wine. So I knew I wanted to come out with something. So this probably is like 18 months in the making. So I let our winemaker know that I wanted a rosé with certain tasting notes. So the tasting notes are strawberry, candied cherry, rhubarb, and wildflower. 0 carbs, 0 sugar.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, let's clap it up for no sugar, because I was stressed. I was like, I really didn't want to drink because I didn't want the sugar. But
I know. And I personally, I don't like a rosé that's overly sweet. Like if it tastes like juice, I don't like it.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't like rosé at all.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, she's got a rosé. I hope I like this damn rosé. I never order rosé.
Yeah.
I hope it's not overly sweet. I mean, I didn't question your taste. This was just a reflection of my own palate. And it is absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
It's dry, it's crisp, it's not overly sweet. I'm not gonna act like I taste the strawberry and all the things, but it does taste absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
So well done. Well done. Cheers. Cheers to everyone.
Thanks. So Lucky Girl is a lifestyle brand that just happens to sell rosé. I think we'll come out with different products, alcohol products, different branding or merchandise. And I think it's just like really an aesthetic.
It's an aesthetic. Yeah. It's an aesthetic.
It's fun. It's playful.
Give me, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Can you give me a quick, where's Akilah's camera? Here? Akilah, can you give us a camera quick commercial for Lucky Girl Rosé?
I think everyone is a lucky girl. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. You are capable of manifesting every single thing you want in your life through positive thinking and being around amazing people and creating positive vibes for yourself. And this will make that happen for you. If you drink this as a magic potion, and it will give you everything you want in life. I honestly, on that note, you know Liquid Death, the water?
Yes.
And maybe this is just me, I don't believe in like putting things in my body if they say like certain things
100%
on it. Like even though it's water, I don't do that.
I've never put it to my lips.
I don't do it. So I wanted a name of something that like when I drink it, the intention of it, even though it's alcohol, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. Alcohol. Still alcohol. But I'm like, this is something that like intentionally feels good drinking. Like I'm not gonna take this to some place that it's just not gonna have good vibes. Liquid Death, like I'm not bringing that to the mom's like play date. I'm not bringing that to play. I'm bringing Lucky Girl though. Yeah. 0 carbs, 0 sugar.
0 carbs, 0 sugar. And on this 888 portal, okay, because 2024, when you add it together, is 8. On this 888.
See? You see how we're aligned, like the Lucky Girl line?
Yeah.
Lucky Girl 888.
Baby, everywhere I go.
Stop.
And everywhere you go. On that note, we are bringing this good lucky girl vibe to Cool Moms. Akilah, I'm so happy we got a chance to connect. I'm
Me
so
too.
happy we brought lucky girl and the lucky girl vibes and just all of your wisdom as an elder Gen Zer, as a serial entrepreneur, as an absolute it girl. Thank you so much for being on Cool Moms.
Thank you for having me.
Now we're going to take questions from our audience of Cool Moms. So say your name and whatever you want about yourself, and then your question for Akilah.
Hey, everyone. My name is Samia. I'm a mother of 3. I really love hearing you speak about just going for it in life and being, I don't really like the word entrepreneur because I just love how you just go for anything. Let me think my question, because it's like a 2-part question. One, as a mother, how do you feel like you're going to prepare your daughter for that? And 2, how are you going to juggle both worlds? Because I think for me, that's what I struggle with. I also have a farm and I just do all the things. So I struggle with documenting that while not having the phone in my children's face. And I know that my community would love for me to share more, but I'm having a problem with crossing that threshold or really just walking that fine line of just having the damn phone in their face the whole time or just like halfway paying attention. So how do you feel? I know baby is so young. How do you feel? Like, have you thought about that?
Yeah, and I've definitely thought about that, and I think that it's important for her to grow up seeing her mom doing the things that I love to do, and I think it'll instill a lot of confidence in her, and give her the message that mom is like working on her passions and she's happy and like look at the cool stuff that she's doing. So I think that that's a great message to send to her, and I think that. I mean, even like when I'm on my phone, like in her presence, I feel guilty sometimes. Even if it's just like emails or if I'm holding her, and it's just like not a good feeling. So I'm aware of that, but I also feel like it's important to just sometimes have the days where there's no phones around. Like, let's go to the farm, let's get dirty and fun and play. And then there are times where, if I'm doing content, she's always around. She goes with me everywhere. But I also take maybe an hour or 2 to just shoot my content and then go back to what she's doing. But I think that just even having her in the same work vicinity is still important as well. Even though if she sees me working on the laptop, on the phone, she's close to me. And I think that it's just incorporating her into the overall journey of what's going on. And I hope that I'm making her proud and of seeing mom work and us play at the same time.
I love that. I think 100%. I feel like my family is having a hard time with letting mom work. Because mom works from home.
Yeah.
And so sometimes my daughter, she's 7, she'll just be like, oh, you're on your phone again, or how many emails do you have to, and I'm trying to find the happy center, the happy medium to like show them the difference of like some people go away for work and you are so lucky that I get to be here with you and you get to see the work and be a part of the work that I do. So it's nice to hear another mom kind of work through that as well, because it does get a little tricky when they get older. I just have to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I feel like now I'm just getting to the habit. Even my daughter's 6 months old, so I'll just say, I'll walk her through what I'm doing. I said, okay, let's enter this email from so-and-so, and I'll read her the email, and then I'll type it out. So I'm just trying to, like,
I love that.
get into the habit of just, like, talking to her like we're in this business together. And if she sees that I'm on the laptop, she can say, oh, mommy must be talking to so-and-so about whatever. And it's not something that she doesn't understand or is not familiar with.
I love that.
Thank you. Thanks. Do you have another question? Yeah. And your name and whatever you'd like to share along with your question.
Yeah, I'm Fedwa, and I'm an actor and producer, and I'm so grateful to like be a part of this. And as a non-mom but future mom, right? I think the first thing that comes to mind when I like came to this event was just like, what are the new discoveries that you've both actually like come to find looking at your moms, like your own mothers, you know? Okay.
I'm like, I look at like my daughter and I'm like, wow, my mom loves me this much. That's crazy to me. And I just like have such an appreciation of her sacrifices, her journey, and just really understand that like, oh, my mom is just like another woman going through life for the first time like I am. So it really just puts everything into perspective for me, and just like so much gratitude about it. I can't talk about my mom too much or I'm going to cry.
Same. I feel really similarly. I love that you said my mom is just another woman in this world having this experience. I think becoming a mother has given me a tremendous amount of empathy that I did not possess, just for not just human experience, but the experience of women and what it means to be a mother, you know, especially because my mother was so young. She was 20 when she had me. And I think about who I was at 20. I'm like, girl, how did you... I don't even feel like an adult now. How did you pull it together? So I think for me, it has equipped me with an immense amount of empathy for my mother and everything that she has done to love me as much as she does. And also, Cool Moms is very much an ode to the women in my family, because I come from a generation of women that have sacrificed their passions for motherhood. And it was incredibly important for me that I did not. I thought the greatest gift that I could give to my son was to live in my own passion. And so I do that not just for me, but for my mom and for my grandmother and all the women before me that couldn't do that. So.
Hello, my name is Naima, and I'm the mother of 2 daughters. And I was sharing with some of the ladies in the room that my youngest daughter, my baby, just moved into her college dorm last week. So I'm in a transition where I'm like rediscovering myself and, you know, what my life looks like without taking care of, you know, kids. And looking for inspiration, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm here, is because I'm like, oh, let me, you know, get out and be inspired by other women entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur myself. And so I wanted to ask you, who or what inspires you? You know, you're successful, you're an entrepreneur, you have your business, you're married, you're a mother. So who or what do you look to for inspiration?
I think that I look to, and this may sound weird, but I look to like my future daughter for inspiration. Like, even like if she's at school one day, how cool would it be if another kid are like, oh, my mommy has your mommy's cookbook. Or my mommy drinks your wine at 11 a.m. all the time. So, and on a serious note, I just like, what motivates me, what inspires me is the person I want to be for her and how I want to show up. And like, even like, I now have to like watch myself, like even being critical of myself in front of her. Even if it's like, oh, like I hate how that looks on me, or I think I look weird in that, or like, I feel like even that self-talk that is almost second nature for a lot of women is something that I don't want her to even be around. So I'm trying to be mindful of that. I'm trying to be mindful of how my daily habits are, like working out in the morning or journaling or the foods I'm eating or how I'm talking to my husband. So I say all those things to say that she is still like motivating me to be the best version of myself. And I don't think that'll ever change. I think like, I feel like once you're a mom, like it's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, he can run from it.
Yeah.
As a follow-up to that question, because you're a new mom, who or what did you look to before you had your daughter?
I was like so obsessed with like different founders who I thought were like the pinnacle of success. And now that I'm a mom, I'm like, I don't even care. Seriously, I don't even care. It's just like, how can I like compete with myself to make myself better and better to show my daughter, give a good example for my daughter. Like I was like had them on my Pinterest board and like would go see them speak and like which and it's still like good to have like good business goals, but it's the motivation behind it is different. It's not like it's just less about myself, which like as a Leo is like such a big thing for me to say. It's like but no, I feel like I don't care. I was so like obsessed with like what people had to say about me or like it doesn't matter. Like nothing matters really once you have. It's really all about your son or daughter.
My heart is so full. I'm so grateful. Thank you again to Akilah Releford-Gould for sharing all of your gems and your wisdom and your personal anecdotes. And until next time.
Not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.